Hello everyone, my name is Lori Fair and I write adult romance. I currently have 4 books published and the 5th, the Montgomery arrangement, is available for pre-order. If you're interested in reading or getting an advanced reader copy, please contact me through my social media or my website. All the links are listed in the description below, so feel free to click around. This is part 3 of my series. It goes through my writing process, and today I'm going to be sharing my editing process. It's simple and straightforward, so we're just going to get right into it. As always, questions are welcome, and I would love to hear your own process for editing in the comments below. So the first trick I have is to take a break once you're done with your first draft. So we're at the point where we finished writing. What do we do now? Well, obviously, we need to step back. We put it aside, relax, work on something else for a little while. Just allow yourself to distance yourself from your story. That way, when you actually do start editing, you'll be looking at it with kind of fresh eyes, So usually after the break, there are 4 editing stages: developmental, line, copy edits, and proofreading. I kind of do a bad thing and combine the first 3 through one simple editing phase: retyping. So my friend TK first told me about this. I thought she was crazy for retyping her books, just completely going through, retyping everything and making her changes. But it's actually a really good thing. It allows you to catch the flow, any repetitive words, typos. You find a lot of plot holes this way, and it's a really quick way to revise without having to worry about 4 different types of editing and having to go through it over and over and over again. Now, sometimes it can take more than one pass, but I think the retyping step is really worth it. I typically have 2 stages of retyping, where draft 1, then retype for draft 2, retype for draft 3, and then send it off to be proofread and to have someone else, usually a couple of people, look at it. Which leads us to step number 3, sending it to your beta readers. I like to give my beta readers at least a month so they can really go through, they don't feel rushed, they can look for those any problems, and a month is usually a good time, especially for people who have very busy lives. It also gives me one more break before I look through it the final time. Step 4, I get it back along with feedback and corrections. I proofread, make my final changes and edits before finally sending it to my editor at Totally Bound. And once it's there, it goes through 2 rounds of edits with multiple people who make sure it's polished and ready for readers. So my editing process might seem a little strange, but it really does send my book through the ringer. It really does tear it apart, which can be a little nerve-wracking. And my tip is, for indie authors, if you are self-publishing, definitely hire an editor. I know most people do, but some people think they don't need it, so I just want to put this in here. Make sure they're good and credible. You really won't regret having a professional editor look at your book. And that's it for my editing process. I do have 2 more videos planned for this series, and I hope to have them ready pretty soon. They're kind of bonus videos that go over some extra things that I think will be really interesting. So yeah, how do you guys edit? Are you someone who hates the editing trenches or loves to go back? I do enjoy the editing process, but it can be a little draining. I much prefer the drafting process, but just let me know your opinions. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.